Welcome to How to Survive with Danielle and Kristine. We're here to help you get through the catastrophes that could kill you.
Avalanches, bear attacks, knife fights.
And the stuff that really keeps you up at night.
Texting mishaps.
Sexting mishaps.
Being catfished.
I'm really worried about getting osteoporosis.
Me too.
My bones are like chalk.
I'm getting you a glass of milk right now.
Should we just play the song?
Yeah, okay.
Ground is shaking under our feet. Mountains on fire, flooding in the street. Can't breathe the air, can't fight the feeling. Gobbling down Xanax ain't the way to be dealing. Gotta do better than just getting high. We gotta stick together if we're gonna survive. Ooh, how to survive. Ooh, how to survive.
Hello, welcome to How to Survive with Danielle and Kristine. So, Chris, what are we learning how to survive this week?
This one's a doozy.
Oh,
Guides.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you all about how to survive stalking.
Okay.
This is a good one.
This is a really good one.
I mean, I'm going to do my best.
Yeah.
So I first want to tell you a few stories about stalking. First,
Okay.
I'm going to talk about the stabbing of Teresa Saldana.
Okay.
A man from Scotland became obsessed with Teresa, who was in Raging Bull. She played, I think, Robert De Niro's wife. I got
Teresa Saldana. Okay.
his wife, I think.
All
I
right.
got, for a minute, I was like, wait, was it?
She made mistakes.
She made mistakes.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
really the only part I remember about
I
her.
think
Okay.
I was like, wait, is it Al Pacino? Or wait, we know. Okay.
Yeah.
So he became obsessed after seeing her in that movie. He lived in Scotland and he got her address by hiring a private investigator to obtain the unlisted phone number by calling her mother. So he pretended to be Martin Scorsese's assistant, saying he needed her address to contact her for replacing another actress in a film role in Europe. And the mom was like, oh, my daughter might be
Right.
in a Scorsese film. Sure, honey.
Is that how she talked?
I'm pretty sure that's exactly
That's
how
how
she
Mrs.
talked.
Saldana talked? Okay.
So he got her. He approached her in front of her West Hollywood residence.
So
and-
wait, he gets on a plane
Yeah.
and flies from Scotland.
Yes.
This is some hardcore stalking. This isn't just like getting in a car and following someone. This
No.
is booking a ticket.
Yeah.
And back then, what year was this? This is
1882.
okay. This is no online. You got to like go through a travel agent
Yeah.
or like call the airline yourself. I'm just saying.
He was committed.
He's committed to the stalking lifestyle.
Committed to the stalking. He approached her in front of her West Hollywood residence in broad daylight, attacked her with a hunting knife.
Oh my god.
His attack was so fierce, the blade bent.
What?
Yeah.
Wait,
Now,
are we sure it wasn't like a trick
a joke blade?
joke blade?
It's weird how much damage he did to her with one of those magic show blades he got.
Yeah,
at
he was like a
yeah.
part-time. I mean, it's bad enough being a
Scottish?
stalker. No, well, sure. I don't
and
know.
a part-time magician.
The part-time magician is really the worst of the
How
three.
embarrassing.
Yeah, amateur magician.
You know
Have
what? Is
two
there
words ever said
anything
chills down your
less
spine?
sexy than a guy telling you on a date what he does for fun?
Have you ever had that?
A guy say he's part-time magician?
Yeah, or do tricks?
No, thank God.
No, me neither. My son was like probably all kids into magic for a while, and it was excruciating.
Yeah.
I mean, and I had to pretend
go to
that I
magic
enjoy.
shows?
Yeah, and I had to pretend that I enjoy magic, and I really hate
I
magic.
hate magic.
Yeah.
My kids like to do magic tricks, and
Yeah.
I can tolerate it because it's usually just with a coin.
Right.
But you know what? I'm so glad they don't know about the magic hassle. All right. This guy, whose name I'm not going to even say because fuck that guy.
Because it's Scottish and you can't pronounce it.
And yes, and I don't care.
All right. So Ian
Part-time
something-
magician. His attack was interrupted. So there are lots of people seeing this happen. And they're just like,
Wow.
oh, I'm just going to check this out. I guess this is like I don't know, this is a prank show maybe. Delivery man, Jeff Fenn, hero, jumps out of his delivery truck and interrupts the attack.
Okay.
And she was hospitalized and underwent a 4-month hospital stay.
Jesus.
And she became a victim's advocate after that.
Okay.
And actually was pivotal in lobbying for this 1990 anti-stalking law and a 1994 Driver's Privacy Protection Act.
Not that this is necessarily relevant. I'm just curious. Did she go back to acting or is... Yeah.
I'm so glad you asked.
Oh, okay.
Danielle.
I'm
it's
reading
like,
her mind today.
You haven't even seen my notes, but it's like,
No.
you know the bullet point that's coming next.
I can see your bullet points, and they are
Wait.
showing. It's a little cold in here.
This
I can
is
see your bullet points.
Very awkward. Because I have started to just let my bullet points
Go
free.
Yeah.
You know what? It's
Well, you
because
get to
I've
a
been
certain age
I've
and
been
you're like-
watching Stylish and Jenna Lyons.
Do you like it?
I'm obsessed.
Okay,
She lets
good.
her bullet points just
It's
hang
a little
out.
weird. I can't figure out if she's flat chested or has the biggest breasts ever.
She has the biggest
She has
breasts
ginormous
ever.
breasts, right?
And
Yeah,
she's
but
like,
she doesn't wear a bra.
I don't care.
Yeah, it's interesting.
So I
a
went
little
out the other
obsessed.
night and
Yeah?
I did my Jenna Lyons look.
You did?
I wore a J. Crew blouse.
Yes,
Striped, mannish, unbuttoned very low.
just like her.
Just like Jenna. I do not have enormous breasts. Very small, which I think is even works better maybe.
It does for that look.
That's one way small breasts work out.
Yeah.
And I had my hair pulled back tight,
Okay,
big glasses.
huh?
I
You really did
pulled it
look.
off. Yeah.
And you weren't wearing a bra.
Nope.
And how did you feel?
I felt wonderful.
Oh my God.
And cold because it was an
Yeah.
outdoor thing. Okay.
Okay, Teresa
So-
Saldana.
She did go back to acting. She played herself in a television movie called Victims for Victims, the Teresa Saldana story, where she reenacted the entire event.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Victims for victims.
Yes.
Like, is it victims number 4 victims? I don't know. Just
No.
like a little cutesy with a heart around the 4?
for only 4 victims.
Yeah.
That she
Victims
supported.
for victims.
Yeah, like I'm a victim. I'm making
Right.
this for other victims.
Not since
And
Joan Rivers has someone played themselves in a...
she said it was very cathartic.
Okay.
Cathartic.
That's right.
Not since Joan Rivers.
Remember? Joan Rivers and Melissa Rivers
In
played
this-
themselves
in their
the story.
biopic, right?
Yeah. Do you say biopic?
Is that right? I just said that.
I've heard people say that, but I always thought it was biopic.
I'm probably saying it wrong. Well, you know, I say a lot of things wrong. You know, I said chick instead of chic in a writer's meeting about fashion. No. In my mid-30s.
I did the same thing in a sketch I wrote because I thought they were 2 different words. I thought chick was one word and chic was one word.
I thought chick also meant being very fashionable.
Yes, so did I.
You know what we can blame it on, right? Chick jeans. CHIC.
That's right.
Yes.
Wait, that's coming back to me. Chick jeans.
Yes.
Was it like Gloria Vanderbilt? But
Yes, but chick. But I
think
said
that's-
it in a room full of television
I'm
executives.
sorry. I said it on stage, presenting to. Oh, it was awful. Anyway, yeah. So
Which is the right
Joan
way.
Rivers' husband killed himself, and then they made a movie about it and played themselves.
It's a strange choice.
So tacky.
But you know what?
Yeah.
It's a guaranteed way to get cast.
That's true.
So it's not the worst
Yeah,
idea.
You're right. Okay, so Teresa Saldana.
Here's another, just a little interesting tidbit. She also played herself and reenacted it in an episode of Hunter.
What?
Yeah.
Wait a second.
I don't know.
Wait, Hunter went.
Remember the show Hunter?
Of course, yeah. But they did a real. Oh, like they talked about the actress Teresa Saldana as an
guess?
episode.
We should see if this is on YouTube.
I think we should.
We're going to watch it tonight and we'll report back.
This is such a cottage industry of Teresa Saldana playing herself.
I know.
Reenacting her worst moment
But
in
you know,
her life.
after a certain age, it's really hard to get roles. And
I know. And they sliced her face, didn't they?
I don't know if her face was messed up. But
I thought they did.
you know what? She
So
did.
obviously they caught the guy and
They caught the guy.
Put in the,
He was put to prison. I don't know what is going on with
that
my
a
language
Scottish
today. He
phrase?
was put to prison. Is that Scottish sounding?
I don't know, like how they go on holiday and in hospital.
They go to hospital.
They go to hospital,
So he was
yeah.
put to prison.
Put to prison.
And wore his jumper for 14 years.
And ate bangers and mash.
Yes. Of course I have to talk about Rebecca Schaefer.
I know that the show was My Sister Sam.
Oh, I loved My Sister
Yeah.
Sam with Pam Dauber.
Yeah, my brother was on an episode of My
He
Sister
was?
Sam. Yeah, so it's sort of she's my Sister Sam,
She kind
just
of
by
is.
relation.
You know how I'm connected to her, right?
No,
Well,
to Pam Dauber. Or
this
Rebecca
is, you know what
Schaefer?
this is. You know what we're doing right now.
Oh, that my
thing.
cousin's brother played the thing, and I was there once.
Yeah, on 9/11.
Yeah, right.
So I'm feeling really bad today. So
No, but do you have some connection to...
Okay, so let me just say, I know a lot about these two women because I did a lot of research on them when I worked on shows like 101 Celebrity Murders or something like that.
Jesus,
and then I worked
that was a real one?
Probably. I can't. I mean, there's so many I worked on that were weird like that. But another one was like 25 acts of love gone wrong. Oh. Let's just say that stalking is not an act of love.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna just,
can you imagine they called it that?
There's so many things that were going on wrong back then that could be a whole other.
Was this E?
How to survive writing on countdown shows.
Yeah.
So when I was researching Rebecca Schaefer, I learned that I lived on the same block and could see the house, see her apartment building from my apartment building.
Oh my God.
So that was interesting.
Yeah.
To just walk down to my coffee shop and see her house. Okay, let's get into it. So Rebecca Schaefer, my sister Sam, she was young. There was a man who wrote numerous letters to her. She even answered one of them because she was such a sweetie patootie.
Yeah.
He traveled to Los Angeles from...
traveling.
Where was he from? He was... Does it say? He was, I think,
he was Welsh, right?
Look, I cannot do Welsh. I couldn't do a Scottish accent.
Okay.
He was from Tucson.
Oh, that's not
all right.
big,
That's
not
enough. I can do Tucson.
Okay.
1987. He wanted to meet with her on the set, and Warner Brothers was like, "Nope." He came back with a knife, thinking they'll probably let me in now. I brought a knife,
right? Sure.
And they were like, "Definitely no." So he went back to Tucson. He focused his obsession then to Debbie Gibson, Madonna, and Tiffany. So he got, and then he saw Rebecca in a movie where she was in bed with another actor, and he got really mad, and he was like, "Nope, I have to go punish her." Oh. So listen to this. He remembered the story of how Teresa Saldana's stalker got access to her private information by paying a detective.
Oh, come on.
So he was like, I'm going to pay a detective. He paid a detective in Tucson, got a gun from his brother, because his brother, I guess, was like, my brother seems stable. I should give him a gun.
For sure.
You know, the guy that stalks actresses. He traveled to Los Angeles, got the address from the DMV.
Wow.
Because that's when you could just get the address.
Okay.
She was preparing for an audition for The Godfather Part 3. That's why she answered the door, because she thought it was a script.
Oh.
And he was like, hey, remember me? I wrote all those letters. And she was like, hi, please don't come back to my house. Went down to a diner, had some food.
He went down to a diner?
He went down and ate at a diner. I think I know which one what's that diner called? Never mind. King's Cafe, I'm guessing. Returned an hour later. She answered the door. And he shot her in the chest.
Jesus.
And
it was, for those too young, it was huge news. It was really insane.
It was really a big deal.
She was still on the show at that time, right?
I think
the show gone off
the show had gotten canceled.
It wasn't a long running show, but she was just so adorable, and like she just seemed like the epitome of innocence and sweetness. Like,
it was a really shocking case. And also one thing, I mean, that was so powerful about it is that it did help push these stalking laws.
And obviously this doesn't just happen to famous people, but these two cases clearly made it at least a federal, or I'm assuming a federal crime.
It can be, yes, it can be a misdemeanor or a felony. It depends on what the actual particulars of the case are. But I mean, listen, if you want something to become illegal, you need it to happen to a young, beautiful white woman.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, and this is under my umbrella headline, 3 things everyone should know.
Okay.
There's a lot of things, so I'm probably going to not say all of them, but some of them we know, like repeated unwanted phone calls, texts, messages that may or may not be threatening. Creating fake profiles to continue contacting a person after they've been blocked on their personal account.
But these are not illegal things yet, right?
Well, they're not. They become illegal when they're unwanted, right?
Well,
when once you start asking, I think they're unwanted.
Once you take steps
yes.
to say no, and then it keeps going on.
I mean, I was thinking about Julie, who was our guest last week.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, she was definitely cyber stalked.
Yeah.
You know, based on the things that are on this list.
Right.
Leaving notes, gifts, or other items for the person. And again, that's like, it's not stalking to leave a note or a gift for a person.
Right.
I have something in my car for you. Am I stalking you?
I hope so, a little
Am
bit.
I stalking you?
Are you?
I might be.
I mean...
I do keep giving you stuff. But is it unwanted?
No, it's not unwanted.
See? Okay, we're good.
I mean, the pants were a little itchy, but...
Were they?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm sorry.
I'm going to try them on again, though. Let's
Okay.
see.
Maybe you could wear tights underneath them.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Though that doesn't seem right. That's
If it's cold, I will, yes.
Okay. Spreading rumors online and in person.
Okay.
Okay. Vandalism or destruction of property. I mean, this is getting more and more, alarming. Hacking into the person's social media, email, or other accounts.
That's scary.
Yeah, this is all scary. Okay. Stalking can happen to anyone.
That's my point, yeah.
Yeah. So here's a healthy boundary. You say no, and the other person respectfully leaves and does not contact you again.
Sure.
But
If wishes were fishes. That cannot be how it
I think
goes.
it's if wishes were horses, beggars would ride.
Is that a real saying?
Oh, I heard it my entire childhood.
I don't
and
know
you
if you're
can
being
shit
serious.
in one hand and wish in the other and see which fills up faster.
What?
Those were the ones I heard.
But what does that mean?
I'm not sure.
Karen's nodding. Like,
Karen's
yep,
like,
that happened in
I heard
Michigan
that
too. You could shit in one hand.
Yeah.
And what
wish,
now?
Wish in the other.
Yeah.
And see which one fills up faster.
So what does that mean? Don't set your sights too high?
I guess your wishes are meaningless to me.
I think that's what that means.
I think it's like, Mom, I want a Barbie dream house. Or I wish I had a Barbie dream house.
Okay.
Well, you can shit in one hand and wish in the other and see which one fills up faster.
Okay. You'll have a better... Okay. Well, it's really... there's a lot of layers there.
Yeah,
gotta
I mean...
explore that.
Well, you know what?
All right.
I have therapy later this week.
Okay.
Consider calling the police and seeking help when you are contacted repeatedly, the other person shows up where you are, indirectly threatens you, is disrespectful, or does not take no for an answer. Okay. I mean, I think that's good advice.
Yes, of course.
All right.
It doesn't always work, as we've seen time and time again, but I'm sure creating a paper trail is a really good idea.
It is.
Okay.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
Oh, again,
because-
I'm reading your thoughts?
You know what?
Reading your
I
bullet
want
points?
you to jump ahead, Danielle.
I'm sorry.
No, it's good.
You're okay with it.
Here's some safety tips. Okay. Sometimes stopping all communication with an abuser can be dangerous.
Yeah.
That's the thing. But if it's safe to do so, stop all the contact and the communication with the person that's stalking or harassing you. But keep evidence. Just what you said. So you want to save all your voicemails, your texts, your emails, and put it in a folder
Okay.
or wherever you keep your things
Right.
that are, put it in a safe that's fireproof if you live in California.
Okay. And bear proof. Put it in a bear basket. What was it called?
A bear box.
Bear box, yeah.
Put it if you go
Bear
camping.
basket's not as effective.
If you go camping, take all your stalking evidence
Yes.
with you. Don't go with a stalker camping.
No.
Don't go to a second
don't go
location.
camping. If someone's stalking you, don't go camping.
Oh my God! Don't go camping.
Don't go camping.
What are you
It's so
thinking?
stupid.
Okay, so some other safety tips: carry a cell phone with you. Maybe on your. I mean, everybody does. I think they mean just maybe keep it in your pocket, not just in your purse. Keep handy or memorize emergency phone numbers that you can use in case of an emergency. Danielle,
Yeah.
how many phone numbers do you have memorized?
I have my husband's. I have my parents' house because it's the same as since I was born.
Yes.
And I have my own, and I have my friend Chantal's childhood home where her mom still lives.
Okay.
That's it. I don't have.
Yeah.
I don't even know my son's phone number by heart. I really should. That's really stupid of me. Yeah.
I don't think this has to be a time to attack yourself. Maybe.
But yeah, no, it's a really good point. To
memorize some phone numbers.
That's a really good point.
I thought about it when it said memorizing phone numbers because I was like, I don't know anyone's numbers except this, like what you just said. It's like my parents, my childhood home,
Right.
my husband's, mine,
Yeah.
and that's
At least you have
it.
your husband's. That's the smartest for,
Yeah,
being in a situation.
for being stalked.
Yeah.
Have a safe place in mind to go to in an emergency. Try not to travel alone.
Also 8675309. But that's just, I don't know if that's...
I think that counts.
Yeah.
I don't know if it goes to anything, but it's fun to just feel like you have another set of numbers memorized.
Yeah.
This one seems important, and really important, and I feel like a lot of people are very loosey-goosey with this one.
Okay.
Be aware of how much identifying information you're posting on the internet through social media and online purchases. But like, I'm always surprised by how many people are like tagging themselves at locations.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
I don't do that.
I guess they just are very... I guess they're like, nobody's going to come and murder me.
Right.
Who wants to murder me? I'm great.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the wisest thing in the world.
Alert your credit bureaus because, you don't want somebody destroying your credit. Because that's another tactic a stalker might use to mess with your mind.
That's right.
They can ruin your credit. Alert your friends and your neighbors and your building personnel. You want to let your neighbors know because you don't want them to, if they see like somebody that doesn't look like some rando, they might just be like, oh, that's probably just somebody delivering a package.
Right.
And they won't realize it's actually somebody delivering
These
a
are
bomb.
really good tools, I think.
Keep your current address confidential whenever possible. You can register for your state's address confidentiality program. Okay, if you live in an apartment, don't put your name on the list of tenants on the front of your apartment building. Use
it as an opportunity to make up a really fun name.
That's what it says. Use a variation of your name. You can be, Betty Rubble or...
Yeah. Is that a variation of my name?
You know what? I just love the Flintstones.
My middle name is Beth.
Is it?
It is.
Identify escape routes out of your house, which you should already know because you've been preparing for that fire that's coming. And pack a bag with important items if you need to leave quickly.
Yeah.
Again, you've already packed that
bag, yeah.
Because you listened to the fire episode.
That's right.
And the bear episode, maybe you need it for the bear episode.
Right.
This one seems a little intense. Install solid core doors with deadbolts at your house or apartment.
What?
It's like, what's that episode? What's that movie with Jodie Foster and little Kristen
Panic
Stewart?
Room.
Yeah, install a panic room. It doesn't say that, but you know what?
Core? Solid core?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I guess
take
that
your
aren't
door
just
to
not the kind of door you can just punch your fist through when you're angry.
Okay.
That's my reference.
I mean, maybe it's not such a crazy. So just install a really thick door with
thick doors.
All right.
I guess. I mean, it's
door?
at this point it feels like it'd just be easier to arrange to have the stalker murdered.
Yeah.
Right? Like if you're at a point where you have to install core doors.
Yeah.
Like you're investing all this money now.
Well,
can't you just take out a hit on the stalker?
That's probably more expensive than a core door.
I don't know. How much does it cost to have somebody murdered?
I'm sure it varies.
Someone let us know.
I get so stressed out whenever I watch a movie and someone innocent does something like that's going to land them in jail. I get so stressed out. I'm like, just don't do that. Just don't hire.
It's going to go badly.
It's going to go badly and you're going to get caught and you're going to go to jail. I just get so stressed out.
Are you ever stressed out that you might accidentally end up in prison?
No, my husband is.
I am.
That's his worst fear.
Oh, we should
that he will be framed for or just accident or just wrongfully accused and end up in jail.
I'm very stressed out about that too. So
what is there a specific crime you have in mind that
No.
you will be accused for?
No, like accidentally killing someone, but it'll seem like I did it on purpose. Or,
okay.
Like I'll get framed or...
No, I don't have that fear. Okay. Shocking that you have a fear I don't have. But.
All right. Consider getting a protective order against the person stalking you. Most states allow for you to apply for a protective order.
And that's the stay 200 meters away from this person type thing?
Yeah. I mean, listen.
What? I'm listening.
I don't know what I was going to say next. Listen to me.
Okay.
Right now. Okay. You know what we're going to talk about?
What?
Cyber stalking. Now, listen, I've got a really good cyber stalking story.
Okay. You were cyber stalked?
No, it's not about me.
Oh, okay.
But it's bananas.
Okay.
The year is 1999. Remember how worried we were about Y2K?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we should have been worried about Grey Delisle,
Ooh.
a 50-year-old security guard who lived in North Hollywood.
Oh.
With, you guessed it, his mother.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Okay, so he met a woman in church.
Okay.
And
all the red flags are going
right?
up.
All right.
Okay.
Are you getting worried?
Yeah.
And he was like, I like you.
Uh-huh.
And she was like, pass.
Oh,
no
poor
thanks.
Gary.
I know. And he was like, no, I don't think you heard me. I like you and I want this to go somewhere. And she's like, no, I'm not interested. So he kept bugging her. And she even like at one point wrote him a letter and was like, please stop.
Right.
And that didn't stop him. And she actually got the church elders to ban him from the congregation.
Okay.
Because it was getting really intense.
Wow.
So he posed as her online. This is during the times of AOL.
I was going to say, this is fairly early on in the internet.
this is early internet.
Yeah.
And pretended to be her, created multiple accounts, and said, "Hey, it's me, Debbie." That's not her name, but
Okay.
I'm not going to say her name. So turns out I have this cool fantasy that strange men come to my house and rape me. And here's my address. And bunches of men started coming to her house in the middle of the night, pounding on her door. And they were like, "Hey, guess what? I'm here to rape you."
My God.
Even gave them information about disabling her alarm system.
How would he know that?
I don't know, from stalking her, I guess. So the way he was caught was her dad pretended, I think with the help of detectives, pretended to be one of the men
Right.
to get more information from the person that was her, but was him.
Right.
I know I'm being very clear right now.
I get it.
And they caught him. And he was sentenced to 6 years and became the first
That's
person
it?
to be sent to prison for cyber stalking.
Okay.
So, but that was the first time ever that someone.
And I just want to make sure no one actually got in and raped her.
No
right?
one got. No, she never got hurt.
Okay.
But imagine how
Terrifying. I mean, you would move. You would not trust anyone ever again.
ever. I mean, her life is trauma probably forever.
Plus, she lives in North Hollywood.
And that, yeah, you got to live with that.
I know. Well, I can say that because I grew up in North Hollywood.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh my God, that is terrifying. That poor woman.
Yes.
I can't believe. Doesn't it seem like you should get a little more than 6 years
I want him. I mean,
for setting?
I
up?
hope he's there now. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about preventing it. This is important. How to prevent cyber stalking.
Okay.
First and most important, do not be a woman.
A.
Yeah.
Stay calm, and B. Remove your vagina.
Yes, get rid of all womanly attributes.
Right.
And
Done. Okay.
Yes, remain calm. Actually, create strong passwords.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that seems like a given for all of us.
Yeah.
And I mean, this one is something you should do that I'm terrible at. Log out every time of all of your devices.
Don't just sleep.
no,
Log out.
just don't just close your computer. Log out of everything.
Oh, I don't do that.
I don't log out of anything.
Oh, what an idiot. I am.
Imagine
Okay.
having to log back into everything. How fun would that be? Here's one. Use caution on public Wi-Fi. So that if you use public Wi-Fi at a hotel or at the local coffee shop, like Starbucks,
Yeah.
or, you know, hopefully you're going to use a local one. Come on, Starbucks doesn't need your business. Wait, are they a potential sponsor?
If they are,
They don't sponsor anybody. Come on.
no.
All right, you're putting yourself at risk for hacking. So
Right,
you're
that
weaker.
makes sense.
But it says you can get a VPN if you want. That's a virtual private network.
Oh.
You can buy a VPN for your computer. I bet Garen knows all about VPNs. He seems like somebody who knows about VPNs.
No,
A little bit?
He knows a little bit.
I
He
did
knows
a-
more about UPN, which was a ill-fated network.
Yeah, I remember UPN. Did it have a lot of cartoons?
No, it had a lot of like black sitcoms.
Oh, yeah. Black content.
Yeah.
That makes me sad that it went away.
I think it may have turned into something else. I could be
WB?
wrong. No, those were two different things that I think happened at the same time.
And the WB's still around.
I believe so.
Okay.
I'm not really sure.
Well, I remember it.
Well, maybe UPN wasn't black shows. Maybe it was like Star Trek. It was black shows.
It was the mix.
It was a mix of, like
Star Trek
and black sitcoms.
Like Martin.
I don't know if it was. I think Martin was on Fox.
Yeah.
It may have been more like
Sister?
maybe Living Single. I'm not
227?
sure. No, 227 was
Way,
NBC.
way
It was
before.
NBC, man. That was like prime time.
Okay.
UPN had Homeboys from Outer Space, I
Boy,
think it was called.
that
I
lasted
don't even know
one
that
episode,
one.
Maybe.
Yeah, and then they had Voyager, where they launched with Voyager.
Right.
And then, I don't remember what the other ones were. They became the CW eventually.
Oh, okay,
WB
so
and
it did become
UPN
something else.
merged and
Okay,
became the
yeah.
CW, yeah.
Well, I'm going to have to do a deep dive on VPN. So VPN gives you online privacy and anonymity by creating a private network from a public internet connection. You can get a VPN for your phone. You can get one for your laptop. You can get one for any device.
Okay.
If you are experiencing cyberstalking, it's important that you reach out for help. You can contact the National Center for Victims of Crime at 1-855-4-VICTIM, VICTIM, 1-855-484-2846. And if you or a loved one are in immediate danger, be sure to call 911 right away. You should also consider getting help from a mental health professional. They can help you process your feelings as well as provide support for guidance for what you are experiencing.
Okay, so that was fantastic. That was being stalked. And when we come back, we're going to find out about other mishaps that can happen via modern technology.
Yes.
With our special guest.
I can't wait. I can't wait to hear her story. It's
I
going to
know.
be a little bit lighter than what we just
Hopefully
covered.
it'll be somewhat lighter. And that's when we come back.
See you then.
Welcome back, Chris.
I'm excited.
We have a very special guest we are really excited about. You may know her as the voice of Martin on The Simpsons, which is so cool. You also may know her as the voice of Daphne in Scooby-Doo in like the last, how many years have you been doing Scooby-Doo?
21.
21 years? Oh my God. And she just works constantly. And she's also very funny on Twitter. And she's a stand-up comic. And she's lovely. Please welcome. Why am I saying please welcome like people are going to start clapping from their car?
I'm clapping.
And if they don't clap, I'm going to be so empty inside.
Ridiculous.
I know her as
Please,
all of these things.
Big round of applause for Grey Delisle Griffin. Hi, Grey.
Hello, Gray. You know what the people at home don't know?
What?
Her hair looks amazing.
She has amazing, and she recently became a redhead.
I did, and
Yes.
I put one of those bump it.
Working.
I have a bump it, and they're like Snooki.
You have a real bump it?
It's
Wait,
working.
Chris, were you on the dish when we did the bump it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know this is like a thing.
So Chris and I wrote on a show called The Dish, which was the sister show to The Soup.
Oh, I totally know that show. Yeah.
No, no, really?
I do. Yeah.
She's just being nice.
Don't ask me anything. No.
That's how
I really know.
That's how Chris and I met. And so we would do like female-focused television. That's basically what the difference was between our show and The Soup. But the bump it was one of the things we covered because
Yes.
that commercial, ponytail bump it. Remember?
Did we do a sketch where we all had bump
We
its?
may have.
We
I
might
don't know.
have.
It sounds familiar.
It's
and it was
the
just
most wonderful thing.
pony, bump it. The whole thing with bump it. And I can't
You
believe
can bump anything.
now I want one.
I want
Every
bump
time
it.
someone, like if you post something and someone writes bump, that's the first thing I think of. It's like the thing under my hair.
Where do you get it still?
On Amazon, which I hate to like support Amazon,
Yeah.
but still, but
don't have
when
a-
you're looking for that
you
thing,
don't have
and
a mom and pop store
it's
near
a
you that
global
sells-
pandemic, and you don't want to go to every store. Yeah, and it's amazing. And and I just like, I mean, people sometimes are like, "Is that your real hair?" And I'm like, yes, but there is a dish scrubber glued to a comb under my. Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know what? We can just use a dish scrubber.
Yeah.
Oh, use the scrub daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, cut it in half.
Scrub mama.
Or scrub mama.
Dish
yeah.
Just have a sponge lying around at home. Just wrap your hair in a
A
sponge.
spermicidal sponge.
Send us your
It's very
sponge-worthy.
eco-friendly.
the Today Sponge. Is that
Today Sponge,
We'll try
yeah.
a Today Sponge.
Today,
Everyone.
tomorrow, and forever.
Remember that was a whole episode of Seinfeld.
I loved that. Is he sponge worthy?
Yes, he's
Get him
sponge-worthy.
whole thing in her closet.
So weird.
Yeah.
Like, did the Today Sponge go out?
I don't know if they have those anymore. Now they
Because-
have the. Have you seen the commercials with the actress from Schitt's Creek where she's like, "Welcome to my vagina, everyone."
No.
And it's this new
Daughter, what are you watching?
Yes,
I can't wait to watch.
It must be Hulu, and it's a commercial they show on Hulu a lot because it's the woman. What's the actress's name?
I'm blanking on her name. Annie. Yes.
Annie.
She's like she's
And
a friend.
she's in
Annie.
you know,
that
our
old
friend
bitch.
Annie.
Or are we allowed to say? Oh, sorry, I cussed.
Oh, yes, you could
Okay,
cuss.
okay.
She has on this silk robe, and she's in this big pink room with a bed, and it's sexy. And she's like, "Hello, everyone. Welcome to my vagina." And there's a new birth control. She's like, "I don't like the pill," and she throws it away. And it's like it looks almost like a. You know, when I don't think either of you have probably ever had a yeast infection.
No,
but
I've heard
if you
tell.
do, you have to use like this plastic applicator
Yes.
and put it. It kind of looks like those. It's like a long
Okay.
thing, but you put in some kind of spermicidal.
Oh, it's temporary.
Yeah,
it's just
like,
for that.
It's just
particular
when you're ready
encounter.
to have a party in your vagina.
Wow, I'd love that idea.
Well,
if
it's a
I
thing.
were of the age where I
it's
needed
called like
such a thing.
Flexi, I think, with 3 X's.
Am I so X-rated?
this product?
I think you are.
It might be.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I don't know how we're going to segue from that to. Well, actually, we are because. Okay, so the last part of the show, we were talking about cyber stalking. And now we're going to talk about something else that happened cyberly. I was going to say, it didn't happen to you. You did it.
I did it.
So what did you do?
Okay, well, let's go back to Spongeworthy real quick because,
Yes.
you know, I didn't want to buy sexy lingerie because one time I spent way too much money on a thing and the guy like tore it and I was like, ah!
No.
You know, and sorry,
Unacceptable.
did I just messed up the microphone? Anyway, but it was a horrifying moment and I thought, I don't want to buy sexy things. And also like taking pictures for somebody. It's like, I can't be investing $78 at Victoria's Secret every time I send this guy a picture. So I would like, it was like, you know, it was like fairy godmother. I would go into Victoria's
Yes.
Secret, get a bunch of stuff, go in the dressing room and just try on things and just take all these cute pictures. And then
that's
like,
hysterical.
and now we're done and now we give it back. It was like a library for whores.
Oh my God.
But I
That's
do
a really
not-
smart move.
That is so
But
smart.
also-
it's also a really good name for a store. Library for Whores.
Library for
I
whores.
love it.
But then you make no money because people just take free pictures in your dressing room. and
Right,
leave.
that's true.
I think the lady was on to me. I was in there once a week with like a stack of outfits.
Was
and
this
I'm like,
was this
all done?
Was this for one particular person you were dating?
Yes, it was one particular person I was dating.
Did this guy know that like why are you always behind some shuttered thing with like a number hanging beside you?
It was very, you know, the thing is, it was styled really well. Those dressing rooms are really cute. Like they have really
you have
cute
the
like
couches.
boudoir. Yes, it's very like it's nice. It's not some Target one, which I have done the Target one.
Sure. You've also taken
those
cute
Marona
lingerie.
underwear. There's some cute Marona underwear.
Wait, but I want to know. I do have a question.
Yes.
How did he respond to all the tags? He wasn't like, I like it, but there are tags everywhere.
No, there was a careful tuck. There was a careful tuck of
the
all
careful
that.
tucking.
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely. Yeah.
But wait, now this is a little private, but look, you opened the door to this. Did you try on the
No pun intended.
Did you try on the door? Did you try on the underwear over underwear?
No, I tried them on, but they had the, I know, but they have the strip in there.
But then the next person who tries it on is going to have the same strip.
Okay, so everyone know
in
in every Victoria's Secret and every Target in the nation there is a Grey.
What do you do?
I tried on over my underwear because
underwear.
I'm a
But
prude and I don't want crabs to jump in my vagina.
How can you tell what they look like? You can't tell what they look like. And I'm not a thong girl, so that at least helps a little
I
bit.
mean,
I like the
In your
vintagey
analogy,
looking
this is like
ones.
taking a highlighter to a book and returning it to the library. I mean,
No, I'm a
Libraries for
disgusting
whores.
person.
libraries for whores. Yeah.
I mean,
I love it.
She put it out there.
I mean, yeah, I don't buy thongs either, but
It was in hindsight, yeah, and literally, yeah.
yeah. Okay, so
But anyway, yeah, I just can't. You can't. When I try it on, I just try it on because I can't tell what it looks like over my underwear.
Oh, you just
Because I am
swoosh 'em
an
up.
old-fashioned underwear lady with the
Right.
ones that are like I like the ones that are
yeah, you're like
coverage.
a boy brief.
the boy short.
nothing
yeah,
like
yeah.
a boy short.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing like a boy short.
I can't. They don't fit right on me.
It holds.
Because you're so tiny.
smaller.
No,
Yeah,
no,
like,
I got a
need
big flat white house. Trust me, it's not. There's nothing boyish about it. So that's probably why. In fact, yesterday. No, never mind. I'm not gonna talk. Never mind.
Hey, I just admitted to being disgusting. Someone else has to come out.
Okay, so no, I was just
Yours
I
isn't
was
disgusting.
I came from my Pilates class and I was wearing leggings, as you do, and a sports bra at the library. No, at Starbucks, and I came out and there's always these older black guys hanging out because their Starbucks got closed. They used to have this really cool Starbucks where these guys would play chess all the time, and they were really cool and just like you could tell that was their place. But now they're relegated to this tiny Starbucks. And I came out, and I'm old and at this point, and no one's looking at me. But I was like, I wonder if those guys are looking at me. Like I just in my head.
Yeah.
And then I said to myself, yeah, Danielle, because nothing a black guy likes more than a flat white ass. Nothing.
That's why those Lululemons are amazing, though. Have you? I mean, I was like, $100?
Yes.
I don't think so. And then I put them on, and I was like, oh my god.
Oh, do they shape you differently?
it's like you have a new body for $100. Like, I don't know what's in there, but it's amazing.
I have the only pair of Lululemons I have are from Hong Kong, on the street of Hong Kong. My friend who is a
Black market Lululemons.
Yeah.
No, these have something in them that like smooths out every.
No, they are. They're like that.
Like they lift
they're very
and separate. And like,
yeah.
It's amazing.
No, I can't spend that money on.
Yeah, I was scoffing. Then I was like, I could probably spring for. If somebody said you will have a new ass, will you give you $100? Yeah,
Okay.
I did.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so you're in Victoria's Secret. Is this where this took place?
I'm in Victoria's Secret, spreading my seed and, and my cheeks. No, they weren't gross. They were very tasteful. But yeah, so I took my pictures and everything. And the person that I was texting had a handle. Like, I mean, I didn't call him by his name because in case somebody, I don't know, I had a secret. There was nothing wrong with
You mean on your phone? He had a handle?
Yeah, I don't know, like
Yeah.
in case, because I didn't know that trick. Maybe they didn't even have it yet. This was a while ago, but where you can just like, don't read the message. Like all my messages just popped up and it would say the name. And I was like, everybody doesn't need to know who's texting me.
Okay, gotcha.
You know, so he was Arthur Fonzarelli. I know, it was stupid. Arthur
That's so
Fonzarelli.
cute.
I love that.
Did he give you a thumbs up?
He hit that jukebox.
He
I'll tell
did.
ya.
Oh.
But my friend's husband's name is Art, and I never text him. I never would. I don't even know why my phone. Like I texted the first guy. Wait, I don't know if I've ever sent the other guy a text.
Like,
He was
why
just
would you have
in
your
there.
friends? Okay.
I mean, I had him because he was a voice coach.
Okay.
And so like, and I sometimes I would do auditions with him, but I would never text him. I would always like make an appointment with the place. And I'd been friends with him actually before I was even friends with her. I'd been friends with him for ages.
So did you take a picture and immediately send it to him? And at what point do you realize what you've just done?
Well, I went to the food court to enjoy
As one does.
You know,
Yeah.
Victoria's spoil after that strenuous
Celebrate.
photo shoot. Yeah, I was like, let my
curly
stomach
fries.
out.
I'm tired of sucking it in.
Supermodels gotta eat. You know?
Yes.
So I'm just having my little poke bowl, and I'm kind of getting. I'm like. Nothing, you know, like no response. So I'm like, I was like, oh, so nothing after, you know, and I just.
I look good.
Yeah,
Come on.
I know. Usually there was a very hearty response. And so I was like, well, what the heck? And so I went through it. I was like, oh my God, oh God, oh my God. I actually emailed it too. I emailed it.
Wait,
I
you
didn't
did-
text it. I emailed
Oh, so
it.
it was like you typed in the letter A and it brought up his email.
I think I did like ART and his email went rather than
Okay.
the person's text.
my gosh.
Yes. So I was like, oh my God. So I was like, so I emailed Art and said, hi, I accidentally sent you this. I sent you this. I've been hacked and I said I have a virus. There's a virus. Don't open any emails from me. There's a virus. And then I was like, wait, but you just open this one. Right. But I was like, but I fixed it. I mean, it was like there was a whole thing. I was like, but the one that I sent you a while ago, don't open that because there's a virus in it. And I was like,
Which obviously
and
he's,
then
yeah.
no response. He doesn't respond. He doesn't email back or anything. And I'm like, I mean, she's my best friend. We've been
Okay.
friends, you know. Yeah, yeah. So I was like, I mean, she'll laugh. She
Yes,
knows
of
I'm not going to
course.
hit on him.
Right.
But I was like, have you talked to your husband? And
Now,
she was
is this-
like,
did you call her or did you text? Or you don't remember?
I'm pretty sure I think I texted her and then followed up phone call like, I have to talk to you. And then I was like, have you talked to Art? And she was like, no, why? And I go, okay.
Oh God, I'm having so much stress right now.
I was like, I did a whole, and she's like, oh God. And we could not be more different. Like, we're just so different. She's like very sensible and like,
okay.
I'm always doing something like, I'm like, I did this. You know, and she was like, what? Oh God.
Oh,
you know, so.
right.
Yeah, so I'm just like, I was taking pictures. She's like, what? And I go, and I said I accidentally emailed Art one of the pictures. She's like, oh my God, what was it? Was it awful? And I was like, no, actually it wasn't awful. It was like waist up and it was just a little like just a little like, wanton little look like into the camera with a really cute bra and that's it. No nipple, nothing, but still, oh my God. So then she's like, hold on. And so she was like, she goes into it because he was like at his home office. She goes back there. She's like, hi. She's like, did you get an email from Grey? And he goes,
my God.
oh, about the virus? And she was like, no, apparently that was a ruse. She's like, have you? And he's like, oh, yeah, I got it. And she was like, and you didn't say anything? Why didn't you just come in here right away?
my God.
And he's like, I don't know, fucking Grey.
Oh my God.
I like that.
And then I was like a little offended because I was like, so you just thought. I mean, he said later, because I was like, did you think that I would just send you that? Like, fucking Grey, what does that mean? And he goes, no, I don't know. I knew it was some shit like whatever happened. I knew it was something. I was thinking that was not for me, but whatever, fucking
Three's
Grey.
Company thing that Grey gets herself into.
She's always sending naked pictures.
Yeah, that's what I thought
out.
first, and I was very offended. But no, it was just that I do
But
dumbass
the
shit
funny
all
thing
the
to
time.
me is that she says, "Did you get that email from Grey?" And his first response is the virus, not the lingerie picture.
Maybe.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Apparently,
And he's
she said
too honest.
yes.
He's too honest, though. Like, I don't know if they'll ever listen to this podcast. I was about to say something that happened in their therapy.
Oh, no, okay.
No, yeah, not good. See, fucking Grey.
Grey. All right. Well, we will have you back on because I'm sure something tells me you've got lots more stories. But thank you so
Thank you
much,
so much.
for being on one of our very first episodes. This is episode 5, right?
Yeah.
So
We're wrapping them up.
chugging along. Thank you so much. See you next time.
Bye. Hey, everybody. We'd love to hear from you on the social media at Pod How to Survive on Twitter and Instagram. And also, you can send us an email, podcasthowtosurvive@gmail.com. We'd love to hear your survival stories or just say hello. All right. Talk to you later.